Hey, everybody, it's Team Infinite Beauty Globals. It's the team huddle tonight. We're actually having a power hour so that we could go over some details and kick off the new year. It is January 16th, 2026, and we're with XOXO Gina, and we're building a business of our dreams. We're all locking arms together to hit the ground running because we're right now starting the race to red. And Mildred had put out a challenge for everybody to hit the ground running, commit to racing for Founders in Qualification, which is Founders Club, which is a special program that XOXO Gina has for the leaders that develop over the next 12 months. Well, what we've done is we condensed it down to the 6 months in time. So starting as of yesterday, January 15th, it was starting the race for red. And what does that mean is that when you become a ruby diamond in the company, you actually become part of the founders club in the company, and you get to have shout outs and recognition at company events. You get to have a special behind the scenes looks at the products and like early promos for products that are coming, so you'll be in the know. What else is there, Jeannie, that people get in the Founders Club? Do you remember um which other items there are?
Um, at convention you get um I guess you get special different things at convention. Like you get to walk across the stage and your name called. Um
You get to have special perks that come
yeah.
along with the Founders Club program. So Mildred said to email her. It's M as a Mary, UNIZ at xoxogina.com. So it's Mildred's email. And what you have to do is in the subject line, say, I accept the challenge. And in the body of the email, just write a quick note like, I'm going to commit the next 6 months to myself to go for this challenge. And here's the situation. I talked to Jeannie about this, and everyone, welcome Jeannie to the call. She's here tonight. She's live on the call. Those who show up, they go up. And guess what? We do power hours. I'm a busy mom of five, three of my younger kids at home, 8 years old Lily, and then the twins, Melody and Ronan, are 15. So I do have some flexibility. And Friday nights, they're playing their video games. So if you hear screaming and stuff, it's because Ronan starts screaming on his video game. I told him to simmer it down while I'm on my meeting, but you may hear that. Lily may knock on my door because she likes to come and go from my office area, and usually over the weekend, my desk turns into a play field where I have stuffed animals and other things sitting at my desk because she likes to pretend to be like mom and work her business at my computer. She wants to do a lemonade stand this summer. Isn't that awesome?
That
But
is
I like
awesome.
to I like to give some kind of unstructured team time because we all live busy lives. We all have things that we're doing. Jeannie here, welcome to the call. Jeannie, tell everyone, what do you have going on in your life behind the scenes alongside your XOXO Gina business?
I'm I work part-time as a hospice home health aide. I'm getting ready to start college next week. I have three fur babies and I have all kinds of doctor's appointments.
So you have a busy schedule during the week. During the week, we stay connected through Messenger, and we have a team chat, we have a team page. But what do you like about the team meeting huddles, the power hours that we do? What happens for you every time we meet? Because we've worked before together. So what has it done for you in your business? Tell people what they can expect to happen or what they can possibly pull from these meetings if they dare to do it, right? What is it? What's in
Right.
it for you to show up?
Um, I always get a challenge and I always do it,
Mm-hmm.
or I
And what does
try to
that do
do it.
for you? And what does that do for you when you accept when you're given a challenge, right? And you accept the challenge, what does it do for you during the week for that challenge?
It makes me work my business and post and reach out to people and follow up.
It keeps you focused on what you're doing. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Let me go ahead and let me change this here, make sure everyone can see it. Hopefully, I'm recording this tonight. I want everyone to be able to see myself and Jeannie at the same time as we talk. I'm actually tonight's Zoom meeting is so that I could test some AI transcripting. So during meetings, we could transcript things because sometimes people like to read more than they like to watch. So I'm testing that out. And I want to see how the different speakers work on the Zoom so that when the playback is available, you can see everybody because I hate it when it's only me showing on it, talking the whole time. I want everyone who shows up to have the moment to hold the microphone. Now, Jeannie, I'm so excited about you. I just want to say we have been in XOXO Gina here for a little bit of time. And then all of a sudden, XOXO Gina announced we're launching a 2.0 version where we're having new systems, we're having new tools, we're having new programs. And we kind of like in the middle of running towards our goals, it kind of reset for us. And we had the first call this week when our website went live yesterday. I was up till midnight last night. I was so excited that I logged into my new back office and checked out the new format of the website, which is it's still a work in progress, but it's amazing for a startup company. I've seen so many over the years, and I give kudos to the corporate team and the technology team to really come together and make it something that's easy to look at, something that our customers can shop easily and we can run our teams easily. So, Jeannie, when you hit the ground running this morning, when you woke up, what happened in your world? Tell us a little bit about what's going on with you.
I had someone that I reached out to on Tuesday to ask her if she wanted to come to the XOXO Gina um presentation that's Gina tells her story, and she reached back out to me yesterday wanting her my link. So this afternoon I sent her my link, and I had no idea she was going to join. I just sent her the link. The next thing no, I got an email that said I had a new artist join my team.
That's amazing. Now,
And I
so
haven't even talked to this person about the business. All I did was send her a message asking her if she wanted to watch Gina's story.
did you, so when you asked her if she wanted to see the story for, was it the rags to royalties or was it
Yes.
the, so was she on that opportunity event where you invite guests or did she have to say no, I couldn't make it? What was that?
She didn't respond or nothing until yesterday, and then
Until
she just
yesterday.
said, "May I see your link?"
So, what that means, you guys, and for everybody watching and replaying this, is you never know. Someone could be really busy. Maybe that night was super swamped and just couldn't get to it. And sometimes it makes us feel a certain kind of way like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a guest on the opportunity. Oh no, it was a waste of time inviting people because they didn't show up. And there's a lot of times people feel that way. I've felt that way. Jeannie, have you felt that way? Like, oh, nobody showed up, so it's a waste of my time, right?
Right.
Was it a waste of your time?
No.
No, it's never a waste of your time to show up and work your business. And as an entrepreneur, we have to show up, we have to build our business, and it takes time to build. It takes time holding those conversations, getting people to the opportunity calls, or getting it in their mind of what the possibilities could be for them on how this business can impact their life. It's about the person. And I call it a gift of entrepreneurship, a gift of something. And the reason why is look at my lips tonight. I have the Effortless on. This is lipstick, you guys, that is from a direct sales company, which I thought I would never be able to use a product from direct sales again. And I thought I was going to be stuck using products from a approved allergy list, but I'm able to wear the Effortless Matte Velvet lipstick every single day. I love it. I'm going to cry when I run out. And actually, I'm not going to cry because I know where to get it, right? But you never know what someone needs. When I was introduced to this, I reached out to Mildred and we set up an interview, and all of the things happened. I had no clue, no clue. if I was going to be able to use the products. I was going to sell products no matter what. During my trials of learning my new normal in my life and my new limitations with my allergies, because I have really severe allergies to linalool, which is a fragrance compound in most everything, beauty products, perfumes for sure, skincare cleaners, things like that all have linalool. And the more natural it is, like essential oil, the worse it is for me. I never knew that lavender has the most linalool in it. And lavender is my favorite, by the way. And I can't come in breathing contact. I can't even breathe that anymore because it triggers reactions in me. So when I found this company, I was desperate. I was searching. I was praying. I was doing all of the things. I was crying myself to sleep at night, wondering, what can I do from home? I can't go work somewhere because I can't control the laundry softeners, fabric softeners people wear on their clothes. I can't control their colognes. I can't control their hair products. Do you know how many products on average that women put in their hair? A lot. And a lot of them, when they go out, they smell so strong. They smell pretty. Some of them are pretty. I'm not going to say that they're bad smelling, but to me, when I smell it, I hold my breath and I walk past. And try holding a real job in the real world with those real problems. It becomes a real problem. And I had a doctor look at me in my eyes at an appointment and he says, "You're probably disabled." And I sat there and I looked at him and I like got real squirmy in my chair. And I looked at him and I said, "I will find a way, a holistic health way to fix my problems." He wanted to give me medicine and I said, "I don't want to take that because it has side effects and I avoid those things." And I said, "I'll find a way to overcome this myself. Thank you." And I'm like, "Peace out." And I left. And so through my tears, through my frustrations, through my everything, I decided I was going to lead a team and have team members use the products and showcase them. That's what I did, Jeannie. You know that. That's what I've had to do before in other companies where I couldn't use the products is I rely on other people. Well, I'm a very independent powerhouse woman. And I don't like relying on other people, but I will, right? So I was searching for a business and along came XOXO Gina. And I want to share something really amazing with you guys because I found this company and I went straight to Jeannie. I said, "Jeannie, I found this company. It's so amazing. You're going to love it." And Jeannie over here, she is an incredible social media marketer. She's one of the most dedicated women I've ever seen who is consistent, who shares from her heart, who's authentic, genuine, and will show up to every single challenge she has is given, and she does a really good job at it. So she's one of the first people I went to. And I said, "Jeannie, you need to be part of this with me. Let's lock arms. Let's do this." And I think she was nervous about it, going, "Renee, what are you doing now?" And here's the fallout, the story that went along with that. She came to an opportunity meeting. She joined. She actually was in the Zoom with the corporate team because the corporate team's always on the Zooms. We have Mildred, which is our VP of sales and marketing. We have Angie, who's the president of the company. And we have Gina's usually on when they do the Rags to Royalties, and Jason, the CEOs and co-founders. But what was special, Jeannie, when you were on an opportunity call at the very beginning of your journey here? What stood out different to you? What happened? What part of your story did you share? And what happened that night or the next day that just kind of made your jaw drop? Go ahead and share with everybody.
I shared in the chat on the Zoom that the products they looked very nice, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to use them because since I'm a breast cancer survivor and since I've had breast cancer, I'm allergic to so many beauty and skincare products. And then the next day, sometime that day, um, I got an email from Carrie, who is at corporate. She reached out to me because she seen that chat and sent me an email asking me exactly what I was allergic to.
And what did you
And
do? What
and
happened?
I sent her an email back telling her, and she sent me
I
one
see.
back reassuring me that I should be able to use all of Exogenous products.
So your journey, and can you share with everybody a little bit about your journey? Are you open to doing that today?
Yeah.
Okay. I want Jeannie to share her story, you guys. If this isn't impactful, I don't know what is. Um, Go ahead, take it. Go to share your story.
I don't know what else to say. I'm
Well, start off with start off with when I first met you, what your life was like in those days when I first met you, about what, 2 years ago?
yeah.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I was going through chemotherapy and radiation, and I lost all my hair, and I was scared to post pictures on my Facebook because I'm the type of person that I would start crying. I'm the type of person that I take everything someone says serious. So if I was afraid if I posted pictures of me bald, that people would say rude and hateful things. But I had Renee and some other people that private messaged me and said, no, go ahead and post them. And if we see any rude or hateful comments, you don't say a word, we will take care of it for you.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Through that journey, I've watched one of the strongest people I know emerge from being low in your confidence and stepping into your story, into your power. And your song, what's your theme song for your team, by the way? What's your team name?
The Warriors.
The Warriors. She is a warrior and she is a leader, a servant leader who helps everyone on their team. And she's a guiding light, willing to share her struggles, her story, to guide people through these. We're not special in our isolated experiences. We are having human experiences that other people out there are having, and they could be alone and scared and not have a network of anything. And then they scroll across us on our social media, and then they get a little glimpse of, she went through it. She's going through it. She's doing this. And look at how far you've come. You've overcome a lot of stuff, and you're starting school, you've started a new job, and you have your three fur babies. So I'm going to go back to your fur babies. So, what kind of puppies do you have?
I have Zoe, who is the mama, who is a boxer mix, Axel, who's the daddy, who is a bully mix, and then their son, who's laying right here next to me, named Jack, who is a boxer bully.
And through this last year, you've really harnessed the power of your story. You've harnessed the power of sharing and empowering others and inspiring others through your story. Can you share a little bit of what, when you discovered, we've gone through some different exercises on Zooms where we learned how to write our stories and share authentically on social media. Jeannie, what did you learn to do within your story? What do you incorporate in your story when you share on social media authentically as you?
That it has to be your own story, and a lot of times I use the AI app, and I'll put stuff in there and ask it stuff, and then it will type up a thing. And then sometimes I don't use all of it, but I use some of it because then when you post it, because my story is about me going through breast cancer and my fur babies and being a CNA and all that. So when I post it, someone else can't go and copy it and share it as that it is their story when it's my story.
Right, and you have it, it's catered to you, it talks about you, and then it talks about what you have to offer other people, right?
Right.
So it's
And
like, mhm,
when it's your story or your why or whatever, it should be, I don't know, it should be powerful that it makes you cry.
right. And your why should be power enough to make you cry because guess what? Life will knock you down. Days will be hard, things will happen, you will be derailed, and you have to remember every single morning when you get up out of bed and your feet hit the ground, you have to know without a doubt why you're doing things to move forward in your business because who's there to tell you what, who's there ultimately to make you work your business, Jeannie? Who does it?
You?
You. Does, if someone joins, does it just fall in their lap? What happens
No.
after, what happens when you make a decision to join? You have to self-propel. You have to pull that out of yourself. In days that are hard, you have to still show up for your
Yeah.
business.
You
You
can't
know,
you you can't join and expect the person you joined under to do all the work for you.
yeah, your sponsor is not responsible for your business. As independent XOXO Gina artists, every single person is responsible ultimately for their business success or not doing anything at all. And I like to inspire people and help them and encourage them and give them tools to succeed and reach the goals, which are challenges that I like to give. But at the same time, I'm in my own experience as a leader here, and Jeannie as well as a leader, and anyone else as a leader. We're in our own experiences, figuring it out for ourselves, which I'm going to circle back to when you joined and they sent the email about the allergies. They happened in your sensitivity to the products, and that I saw that correspondence because I was CC'd on the email, and I sat there and my palms were sweaty and I sat there and I went like this. Jeannie has a lot of similar issues I have to fragrance. We've talked about it before. We've talked about how we have different issues, but similar needs to avoid fragrance. And I went on an email and I emailed her back and I said, "Thank you so much for messaging Jeannie and letting her know what she could use, but I have a question. I'm allergic to linalool. Can you tell me what I can use?" And within a 24-hour period, I got a response that when I opened it, I literally cried. I was moved to tears. I ran through the house screaming, celebrating everything because I was told what I could use. A matter of fact, you can use these products, and a matter of fact, stay away from these products. And so in my mind, in that instant, I knew I could go get the effortless lipstick and put that on my lips and everything was going to be okay. And let me tell you this, the anxiety of using products that have ingredients that I shouldn't use, having linalool, because usually what happens in beauty products is they usually have what's called a proprietary blend, which is a secret formula, which they don't tell you what's in it, and they won't tell you, and they can't tell you. And I've experienced it with other companies where I've asked what's in it, and they say, well, it's a proprietary blend, can't tell you. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to get your secret recipe. I just need to know. And so I literally couldn't use products. I looked at them and was like, what if I did? It would change my business if I could just use it. And I never did because I worried about hospital visits and having to use an EpiPen because those things in my world are very real. So through the fear, through the tears and frustration, I was able to put this lipstick on my face and I love it so much. And through the frustrations and through the tears and through all the blood, sweat, and tears of how am I going to build my business, right? Because we're all independent. So I wanted to share tonight with you, and I don't want to have this Zoom super long, but I want to kind of touch a lot of topics to know. So if you're re-watching this, you will know you're at the right place at the right time with the right team, because although we're all independent from each other in our own business, in our own right as entrepreneurs, we're coming together, building the culture and community of XOXO Gina. And what I love the most is working together, collaborating, giving challenges, encouraging, and it's a give and take kind of thing. Jeannie, we talk all the time. You give me ideas, I give you ideas. And we've talked over so many things. Like, it's amazing how when you get together on these power hours, the brainstorming just starts, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I can do that, or oh, yeah, I could do this. And that's the purpose of coming together for these power hours is as we get our creative, brains working in that direction of what can we do to better our lives, to increase our sales, to increase our business, which is going to help us rank up in the compensation plan. It's going to help us become leaders. And in this next 6 months, it's going to help us become founder club members, which is amazing because Jeannie, isn't that amazing? Do you want to go to events and have your name shouted out?
Yes.
I mean, that's why we pick the team names we pick because you want to be out in the audience and have the corporate team say, and we're calling the Warriors, Jeannie Shade's team, and then the crowd's gonna go wild, right? Like feel that in your core that that can happen, and those things are stuff that it's the fun behind the work that we get to do every day to impact the lives of other people. So through
And
my
I and I
yeah.
and I like it where Gina at the Rags and Rority says that she will go state to state.
Mm-hmm.
Where she has artists, she will come to your state.
Yeah, I'm so excited that on her Rags to Royalties event, they were talking about that they're working behind the scenes tirelessly as well on ideas to help the people in the company build. And they're brainstorming ideas. When I heard that they're going to start going location to location, I was like, that sounds like so much fun. I also want to go. I want to experience all this, and I want to help people in person in real life
I
accomplish
know.
goals, and I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. This journey that we are on is going to be very rewarding, and I want to remind everyone what you put into your business, you'll get back. Like, put it in, work hard, show up and do the thing. And every day, it's not easy. Every day, you'll move that mark further and further. And there'll be some weeks and some months you feel like you're stuck right here. Like you hit a plateau, and then all of a sudden, it'll go whoop, 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 whoop. Something will shift in your life, and everything works at the proper time, is what I think. So, let me show you some things I'm working on. So, I'm going to be doing these makeup tutorials, and I bought this training head. Yes, it's a mannequin training head that I bought off of Amazon, and I'm actually setting up a link so that there's an affiliate link. If anyone wants to order any, you can. But I'm setting up a link as well because I think it's a really great idea. I want to teach people how to put makeup on. And I'm not a professional makeup artist. However, I've been in the makeup industry and direct sales since 2004. My very first company I was part of was in the beauty and skincare portion of direct sales. And throughout this almost 22 years in April will be 22 years in direct sales. Can you believe that? I was sitting at a gym at a YMCA as the front desk person from 4 in the morning till 1 so that I could get a discount for my kids to go to preschool and get a special before school program to get driven to school. I worked there so I could get a discount. I worked there so I could be a busy mom, do my workouts, get a free gym membership, and help my kids. While sitting there, someone came up to me and she said, I would like to invite you to an opportunity event. And I want to let you know that if you bring 5 people, you'll get a ring. And I went, I like jewelry, right? Like, who doesn't like jewelry, right? And she's like, you'll get a ring. And I was like, cool. So what did I do? I knew nothing about what she did. All I heard was if you bring 5 people and you show up to support me, you get a prize. And I'm a prize incentive, I love that kind of thing. And so here, for people who are making the commitment to running towards the Founders Club and qualification program over this next 6 months with alongside me, alongside Jeannie, and Mildred's going to be leading it. And there's going to be a lot of leaders and everyone's coming together. Guess what I did? Guess what I'm working on, Jeannie? Guess what I'm working on? Do you have any guess?
Something that has to do with your color red.
Well, close. Yeah, I'm working on that. So let me show you this. So every single person that sends over the commitment to Mildred and commits to accepting the challenge, I am putting together a prize bag. Okay. It's not something you're getting right away because I have to make sure you get rewarded for actual effort that you put in. But look what I started working on. So my birthstone is red, and I was thinking of variations of the color scheme between pinks and reds, right? And look at what I've started. I'm giving a little behind the scenes peek here. Look at this. Can you see them?
Like they all look. I can't see no pink or red. I can see a
Okay.
couple.
Is it all washed out from the lighting? Let me hold it
Yeah.
closer.
Okay, there I can see it now.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. You see it?
Yeah.
And then let me show you this one. Look at how pretty this is. This one has a little bit of rainbow on it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So I'm looking through the prizes, you guys, the incentives, the stuff that direct sales has something called AIRE. It's the AIRE of what direct sales is. It's the draw to why people love direct sales. And I'm going to write this down here real quick. It's AIRE is the the driving force behind it. Do you know what the A is? Awards, incentives, recognition, and events. So the awards, the incentives, the recognition, and the events. And you know what? How many times in your day-to-day life, Jeannie, do you give yourself awards? Do you sit there and
Hardly,
go, do you sit there and go, I'm the queen of the day. I'm going to give myself this award for making my bed.
hardly ever.
You don't give yourself awards. Do you give yourself incentives? Do you go, I'm going to do this and then I'll get this? And do you treat yourself with stuff, or do you typically go like this? I need this and everyone else around me needs things, and then you kind of don't take care of giving yourself incentives. When was the last time you gave yourself an incentive? Never, right? You're like, what is that? Do people
Like
even do
the
that?
like I used before I got breast cancer, I'd go twice a year to one of the um oh, what's it called? Colleges, well, schools here to get my hair done professionally. And I haven't
Nice.
done that because since I haven't had the money, but now that I had a job, I'm still scared because I don't know if my hair will take coloring since I lost it all and it all came back. I don't
Right.
know
And you have
how my hair I don't know how my hair would do to color because I usually go and get it blonde.
Ooh, that would look amazing, but you have to be careful. So you have to do the skin test first and all those things, huh?
I guess, I don't know.
So so the incentive, so that would be your incentive that you do for yourself is to go treat yourself to a spa day. All right, I'll keep that in my mind. And then the recognition, how many times do you get recognition for cooking dinner or just going to work or taking care of the puppies or whatever? Does anyone sit there and go, You did it, Jeannie.
No, my job. Well, one of the nurses at my job, she every time. Well, one of the nurses and one of the chaplains. Almost
Yeah,
every time they see me, they tell me how I do a good job and that the places I go and take care of the clients, they really, really like me. And
that's awesome. That's a sign that
they
you're working in an
they really
excellent
like
place.
me. They really like me and they enjoy me coming and taking care of the clients that need extra help.
That's a sign that you're working in an excellent place, that they're showing the gratitude and appreciation for you while you're doing your job.
Right.
But I'll tell you, that is very extraordinary, and it's not the average. That's not the status quo for how things are done. Usually people go to work, they're expected to do their job, and they get very little pats on the back at all.
Well, and it's funny, but it's not because some of the places I go are places I went with my last job doing the same kind of work, and I never got this recognition like I do with this company.
So it's completely different. It's a different feel, huh? And then the next part is the events. How many times do you get to go in your day-to-day life to an event where you get to do, maybe some business coaching or seminar, or listen to other leaders share their testimony of what they're doing? Let me let someone in here real quick.
Never. I never have.
Hey, Stacy, welcome in. We're talking about the error of the of direct sales, the awards, the incentives, recognition, and events. And we're sharing about how in our regular day-to-day life, we don't usually get the awards or incentives or recognition or have events that we do just for, in our regular day-to-day. Um, do you have anything to add about awards, how important awards, incentives, recognition, events are in your business for direct sales, and how you're excited to have these for XOXO Gina?
Well, for me, all of those things that you mentioned are extremely important because we don't get any accolades in our regular life, and because really it changes the tone of things when you're announcing winners, and they know that you see them and you see them working hard and doing what they can for their business. And
Right. And being seen is so important. How many times have you felt like you were just lost in a crowd somewhere?
plenty of times.
And so making people feel valued and seen is one of my priorities as a leader. That's so important. And that's why we do these power hours. Some companies I've been part of, I've been like, what do I do? How do I do this? There's no support. And I love giving time so that people could come in their real life and ask questions and get the support. So these things are important. I'm going over some of the things that we can look forward to in the team. Stacy, I did just show that I got this training head mannequin because I'm going to be doing some makeup tutorials and teaching people how to put makeup on. Um, I was sharing with Jeannie that I'm not a certified makeup artist, but I've been in the direct sales industry since 2004. And I started off in the beauty industry, and I love everything about makeup, and I stay up on the trends. So right now I'm actually reading this book. It's the Makeup Manual. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's I'm doing this. I'm also taking a Udemy class, which is online courses for makeup mastery, makeup artist mastery from beginner to pro. I'm taking a leadership mastery course and how to do social media marketing mastery for 2026, and how to show up as the best leader to guide, mentor, and encourage people that you lead. So I'm taking like a whole bunch of classes to stay
That's
on
awesome.
top of to stay on top of the trends so that I know what everyone on the team needs from me as a leader on my baseline, because I'm just human like everybody else. I'm
That's
nothing special.
I think that's great because honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not. a makeup genius at all. As a matter of fact, I don't even hardly wear makeup unless I'm going to go out for something.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, I do not wear makeup because, well, for one thing, I can't put it on like they do now. You know, they have all these steps, and I'm old school. And, you know, we just put eyelash, eyeliner, you know, mascara and lips, and you go.
Right. And you know what's amazing to me, Stacy, is that I think people have gotten so layered on how they do makeup and they put so much on their face. And I'm one of those as well that I like that quick glam and go. I like to feel put together. Like this lipstick on my mouth, on my lips, it makes me feel like I just put that on and I could put some mascara on and run out the door and I feel like I have something put together, even though there's chaos around me, right?
Right.
But what I'm going to do is do a Zoom series where I'm actually going to have parties, you guys. And this is where my secret sauce comes in, where my creativity, I've studied the XOXO Gina business since October, and I've studied what do we need to grow our business. Well, guess what everybody needs? Everybody needs a place where they can learn skills
Right.
and imagine being able to bring your clients onto a Zoom and I sit here and I show them on the mannequin. And by the way, I want to tell you with these mannequins, I bought, so I have a blonde, a redhead, dark brown, light brown, and a dark complexion. So I have pretty much everybody covered for how the makeup's going to look. And they are beauty school, like beauty
Uh-huh.
academy quality mannequins. So I'm going to be able to go like this, hold it up, and apply the XOXO Gina makeup to it, depending on the eye shape, the eye color, those kind of, and talk about the reason why you do the outside of the eye to make it look open or the inside to close it together or different contouring things. It's going to be a lot of fun to show and tell, and guess what today's market needs more than ever? They
That.
want value.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to be sold to. They want to learn something so that they have value. And how many times with all of the beauty direct sales or whatever on social media you scroll, and how many times do you see everyone doing this?
All the time.
And people go, and I've had this happen to me, and actually, that's a story for another time. But I remember in 2014, I posted a picture of my eyes because my eyes were in a very first catalog for a different beauty company. And I was so proud of my eyes. I was like, I have model eyes. And I posted them on Facebook. And someone I know says, "We get it, Renee. You like your eyes."
Uh,
Think about this though. Yes, I like my eyes, but the person watching only saw my eyes. Did they see their own eyes?
no.
No. They saw what is Renee doing for Renee when the marketing needs to be what are we doing for them?
Them. Yep.
For them. And so I'm going to test drive and beta test a mystery hostess rewards of sorts. I'm coming up with 5 things that people have to do to have a party. And what we're going to do is we're going to have these Zooms for makeup lesson parties where people show up and they get to ask their beauty questions and they get to do, like, oh, how would it look if you do, under the eyes, and I'll show and we'll just kind of have fun. I have a vision in my mind of how it will go. Will it go perfect? No, but it's going to be fun. And what's going to be fun about it is I'm going to do things like the giveaways. I'm going to have tickets for people who show up on the Zooms and they ask questions. They get tickets for prizes. The hostess. So this is how we're going to build our customers. This is an idea that I have to get us to build customers, because if you don't have customers,
Right.
you don't have a business. So so let's say you get a hostess, right? Like I talked to all of you about who wants to be a hostess. Jeannie, you said I'll be a hostess. Stacy, I think you said I would do
Yep.
it. I need to get this going. I want to have you guys as the hostesses first. The reason why is because we can iron out any technical difficulties or, like get some ideas and really hone in on the technique of the party. There has to be some guinea pigs, okay? But
Yeah.
being the ones that I will be here and I'll do the makeup tutorial and the training and the trivia and the fun, you guys will have to bring your guests and you will have to hit all of the benchmarks that the hostess would have to hit. And you know what's amazing, Stacy? You weren't on the call, but there's a new customer referral program that your customer gets a link. And when they share it out, they get $5 in product credit then the following month for every order that comes in.
That's pretty awesome. I don't know
So
many companies that do something like that.
So I already had this hostess reward program in my mind. And when Mildred said that, think about it like this. Imagine if you invite your hostess and you say, okay, we're going to have to get you in the system. So maybe they have to order one product, right? Like, let's say they order a lipstick so they have something in their hand, right? Like, we're going to pull from people that already have products. So example, do you have any customers yet? Have you
No, I
gotten?
don't.
Okay. So I don't know how we're going to do it with the system. That's part of what I'll have to talk to Mildred about, but we have to get them in the system so that they have their customer referral link. And then they invite their guests, which let's say we're like invite 20 people, right?
Mhm.
The 20 people that they invite to be on our Zoom for the party, those customers are new customers, and that hostess will get a $5 product credit for each order. And that would add up
Wow.
5, 10, 15, 20. You know what I mean? Like, think about how much in free product that person can get.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
Right.
cool.
And then as a hostess reward, which we're going to do another brainstorming session because I'm figuring out what criteria they would have to hit in order to get the Hostess Rewards program, the free product from us,
Yeah.
which usually is like invite 20 people, make sure you have 10 on, like share on your social media. Like there has to be things that they have to do. They can't just be like, sitting there and getting stuff for free, right?
Right.
Right.
And then after the party is held, then they get a consultation and the Hostess Rewards Pack I'm going to call it the XOXO Hostess Artistry Pack.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
and what it's going to be is it's going to have one of the magic eye shadows. It's going to have
Oh,
the
thank you, baby.
mascara and it's going to have a lipstick. It's going to have just a few products, but it's going to be catered to them. So what I have to do while researching everything is, for green eyes, which eye combo works best for someone with green eyes? Which eye combo works for someone with brown eyes, blue eyes, so that we have a hostess artistry pack specific for that person, for that criteria. So when they hold their party, they hit all the things and they're celebrating that they had an amazing party, then they get shipped to them that artistry pack. Now, in the beginning, and this is the same with every company, I've had to cover my hostess rewards. As a business person, if you participate and you do this, you'll have to cover your hostess rewards. However, think about it like this. If you have a party and 20 people show up and you have over $500 in orders, do you think you could afford a makeup artistry pack that you put together to send as a thank you to that person?
Yes.
Yes. And
Absolutely.
and not only would it'll count towards your volume because it's actually product that we sell that you would purchase as a business marketing tool to get it out to their hand. And I will train everyone to put the little labels on all the products, like the reorder stickers. We're all used to putting those on our stuff, right? Stacy, you know how to order those for yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you put those on the product and you get those hostess rewards out to people who had such a fun time with us, when they are getting low on their lipstick because it's their favorite red, who are they going to call to get a refill?
You.
You.
Hopefully me.
And then when they're excited about their lipstick and they're out and about, and I've gotten a lot of compliments already on this lipstick, and I was waiting for the website to come because I'm like, I don't want to give the old website. I want to wait for the new one because what if the website link changes and all the things? But you know how many times I get compliments on this? And if I give out my card, or let's say your customer gets compliments and they say, oh, and here's my link, go shopping. Because, they get $5 in credit, so they don't have anything to lose. Like think about, and I shared this on the opportunity call, as a younger woman, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was very busy and I would coupon. I love coupons. I still love coupons. And if I can save, if I get a product credit and I can stack those product credits and I can get all of my makeup for essentially free just by offering out my link and earning that per order, do you think I would do that? Yes, I would do that. And everybody out there right now with the inflation and cost of things, they want their red lipstick and they don't want to pay a huge price for it. And they will be willing to put in that extra work to get those product credits, which is an amazing system. We're going to test this out together. My goal is that testing this out, and I already told Gina and Jason and Angie and Carrie and Mildred, I sent an email proposal about this. I said, I'm testing this with my team, and my goal is that if it works and brings us customers and starts creating sales for the company, my goal is for them to create the Hostess Rewards packets that we could go on and order and they're drop shipped from the company. Which I have created a Hostess Rewards program for another company and it worked really well. And I trained the entire field and they still use that rewards program and people are still having great success from what I created. And in that company, I also had to pay for it in the beginning. But these are things that we get to be creative and we get to dive in. And you guys get to be part of the history in the making. This is history. These are ideas that have never been in existence before. Have you ever scrolled Facebook and seen someone putting makeup on a mannequin?
No.
No, I don't think I've seen a mannequin. It's always somebody's face.
Always someone's face. So you're always seeing the person. When it's a mannequin, it's literally allowing the person who's watching to be trained something and they're not seeing someone else. They're literally going to be able to immerse their own thoughts of that could be me, which is it's amazing psychology and selling and everything. And then so Stacy, you missed it, but there's a I'll go and recap really quickly. There is the challenge that Mildred gave right now, and it's the a challenge for the Founders Club in Qualifications, which is from now till June. We're going to have a devoted leadership team for everyone who wants to participate. You have to send an email to M as in Mary, UNIZ at xoxogina.com. That website's on the team page as well, and I'll put it in the chat if you want it. But you have to send an email saying, I accept the challenge, the founders challenge, and you have to say, in the body of the email, like, yes, I accept the challenge. I'm excited for this, but whatever. Now, the challenge to hit Founders Club is because it's going to unlock a lot of perks for everybody. But as a leader here, I want to give you guys some incentives. So when you accept the challenge and you want to become a Founders Club member, and we're all going to work together, we're going to lean in so that nobody's left behind. You know, the ant is the mascot here. The ant, when the colony moves, they all move together. That's how I want this team to go. I want us all to rise together. I'm already thinking about prizes and incentives for the team. That's what led me to talk about the AIRE of direct sales, the awards, incentives, recognition, and events. And these are some items that I've gotten. These are in my prize chest, and I'm putting it together. These are all different colors of reds, and the light here is really washing it out. So let me hold it closer. Do you see how pretty that is?
Very pretty.
Okay, so I am coming up with some team prizes. When when everybody commits to this, I would love for you to either email me at it's infinitebeautyglobal@gmail.com, or you can put it in the a team chat, or you can post it on the team page, a confirmation that you sent Mildred the email committing yourself to the challenge. I will create a prize bag for you. That prize bag will sit in a little drawer, and that will be one of the prizes you will get, that you will know that you will have coming as we go through the program. I haven't figured it all out because this is all new to me. Mildred talked about this challenge just this week, and I'm thinking to myself, how can we all work together to accomplish this? Because I want to go to events in person. I want to have our entire team there, and I want to have this team. I want it to be the number one team in XOXO Gina, and I want to have every single leader in the company on this team. And I'm looking at two of you right now. I know you are a leader. I know what you want in your business, and I know how hard you're willing to work for it in the pockets of all of our lives of things going on behind the scenes. So there's tickets, there's prizes. I have this key on my desk. This is the key, and I want to remind everybody, find a symbol. I'm going to put this up on my dry erase board. It's the key to success. Someone gave this to me a long time ago, to remember that you are in the driver's seat of your business. You hold the power to where your business is going to go. And I talked to Jeannie the other day because she's like, I have so much going on. I have school, I have my job, I have this, I have that. There's no way. And I said, listen here, the time is going to pass no matter what. I am never going to be upset at anyone for trying something. And if here's the Founders Club right here. If you say, yes, I'm going to try, and you give it all your best and you make it to right here, guess what? It's a lot farther than you would have done if you didn't even try at all. And here's the other part. What if, what if you try and all the stars align, everyone leans together, the right tools, the right timing, me going live doing the parties and committing to that for the entire team. You guys, every single person is going to be able to book my calendar, and this is my full-time job. This is what I'm doing. 7 days a week, my schedule is this. So I will be able to accommodate Stacy. Let's say you can only do Tuesday at a certain time. I'll be like, boom, that's Stacy. Jeannie, let's say you could only do on Thursday because you have class or whatever. Boom, there's time. And we'll have our opportunity events with corporate. We'll have training with corporate, but we will be able to build our customer base through the time and through the tools, through one step at a time, showing up and perfecting these programs together. We will build our customer base, which will build our sales, which will have the retention of loyal customers reordering, which I'll train you how to track that if you need. And that will push us higher to reaching that goal. And I want us all there together. Now, here's another little bit of incentive. This book right here is Go for No. Do you see this book? Stacy, can you see this one? Have you read this before? Jeannie, do you see this one?
Um, I got that on audiobook.
You got an audiobook. So I actually, when I when I committed to building a team and helping leaders, I reached out to the author of this book. And these books are actually, there's a little stickers and stuff. There's a bunch of like stickers and stuff that come with it, but they're autographed. Do you have an autographed book yet?
I do not. That's pretty awesome.
And so I have these sitting here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So there are seven of these books here.
I have one.
And Jeannie does have one because she accepted one of my challenges before. And look, they're all autographed. I ordered these from the author and I asked them to, I paid for them to be autographed. So these books are going to be for leaders who show up, who want to run. I don't have it fully outlined what the challenge is going to be to earn these books. Because like I said, this is all just so new and exciting, and I want to make it worthwhile. I don't want to um I want you to really get out of your comfort zone. I want to get out of my own way. I want to get out of my own comfort zone. And I want every single person here that's going towards Founder Club, going towards the red, the ruby, triple diamond, top of the company levels. I want us to get out of our own way. Just like Gina says on the live video for the rags to royalties, get the word can't out of your words, out of your language. Here's the other word that I'm saying to get out of is noise. And when I say the noise is not only our own inner voice saying, you'll never be a leader like that. You'll never be her. You'll never be that. Why do you think that you will be able to do it? You have so much to do today. How can you do one more thing? The spiraling down, I want us to spiral up. I want everyone to see us, our team, when they come in contact with the leaders and the team members and the leaders in the making that are on this team. I want them to recognize they must be on the Team Infinite Beauty Global because they know how to show up. And I literally was telling my husband just the other day, I said, you know what? What are symbols of success? What are ways that people show up for themselves when they're highly successful and they're stepping into that next chapter? I want you guys to look in the mirror and I want you to say this: I am who I want to be. And I want you to step into it now. I want you to show up in your business now. I know we all have so many things going on behind the scenes. I'm not discrediting it. I'm not dismissing it. I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm telling you this. The obstacles you have are what make you a tough cookie. And you are going to make sure you're not just going to let that cookie crumble where it's crumbling and let it just lie there. You are actually going to use your story, use your tenacity to overcome those obstacles and be so determined to get it done. This year I couldn't pick just one word for the year. I picked three and it comes together as DID. Discernment is the knowing what we're supposed to do and doing and understanding our gut feelings and our intuition. And then intention, your intention, you need to go, what do I want from my business? What am I going to do to get to where I want? What what are the steps in my mind that I'm going to be able to move those mountains to get there, right? Like nothing's going to hold me back. And then discipline. So the last word of the did is discipline. I know for myself, sometimes I kind of would be like, okay, I'm blowing like a butterfly in the breeze. And I'm like, I want that. I want, here's the deal. When you have a job, a 9 to 5 job, what time do you show up to work? If you work
Early.
from When you work from 9 to 5, you get there and you clock in, you better be within that 4 minutes of that 9 o'clock start time, or what
Mhm.
happens?
You get
You get
reprimanded.
you get reprimanded. Who reprimands you? Someone else other than you,
Mhm.
right? And it
Right.
doesn't feel good. When you are an entrepreneur, when we are entrepreneurs, we have to have the discipline to do it when it's difficult. We have to have the discipline to do it when we don't feel like it. We have to have the discipline to have days of rest and know that that's just not a day to do it. Like there's some days where I know, you know what, if I'm in a bad mood, right? Like I'm in a bad mood because the insurance is due on the car, or like the registration or something. I had to go sit at the DMV for 5 hours. Like those days where you're just like, ugh, should I show up for my business and be like, nah, right? No, take a day, take a moment, calm, discipline, know is when the right moment is. Stacy, for you, and I'm so glad was it your daughter that had the video, the chat on? Who was on
It,
chat? Who
it
went
was
on to the Zoom?
my daughter.
Your daughter. Was she listening for you to take notes for you?
She sure did.
You know what? I was like sitting there and I was like, yes, Stacy's family member's here to, and I was like, what? How amazing is that? How old is your daughter?
She's 20. Well, how old is she? She's 20. She just turned 24.
She just turned 24.
Yep.
Wow. That I When she was in the chat and she's like, this is her daughter, and I saw your name on the Zoom, like I saw involvement there, and I was like, yep, that's the kind of support system. Yes, that's amazing. So good job. Kudos. I don't know if she could hear me if she's there with you or not, but that was outstanding. Is she going to be part of your business with you? Is she doing this with you?
I'm trying to talk her into it, but she works for Ford Motor Company, and she works crazy hours. So,
She works crazy hours. So, part of what was talked about this week is that we have the affiliate program, which is
mhm.
a zero entry to join, and they make 20% on every sale and they don't have to build a team.
Yeah, that might be something she's interested
That
in.
might be something. I was blown away by just the camaraderie there, and I was like, that is amazing. But even in those moments, it's okay to take a step back for yourself and take care of yourself. But I saw that, I was like, Stacy, I could see you right there going like, hold my phone, make sure I don't miss anything. Is that
Yeah,
what happened?
that's exactly how it went.
I just got so excited. And I love working with you guys. I'm so excited about everything that's waiting for us. I don't want to make this super long. It's already at an hour and 19 minutes. If anyone's replaying this, just pull the golden nuggets. Know that we're all working behind the scenes to build XOXO Gina. I have a lot of exciting things in store for us. You will see me start with my discipline. I'm going to be putting in my schedule exactly how this is going to work. I'm going to start asking for people to become the first hostess. I'm going to create the groups. I'm going to create all of the magic that I do behind the scenes. Magic meaning a lot of work creating the system, making sure it's something duplicatable so that anyone else who wants to do the same blueprint can do it easily. So I have to put a lot of thought into the complexity of it because I don't want someone to go, there's no way I'm going to do what she does. I want to make it fun and exciting and rewarding. So, all of that behind the scenes, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stacy and Jeannie for being on here. Before we go, Stacy, can you share with everyone a little bit about yourself and your goals for leadership? Jeannie shared at the beginning, and we'll close it up with yours sharing here at the end about you, if you don't mind.
Sure. No, I don't mind. Um, well, I'm 59. I've been in the direct sell business for over 30 years. I also have been a leader in several of my direct sales teams, and this one is no different for me. My goal is to be that leader again and to work really hard and build a good team. I mean, that's what it means to me. And I'm excited to see where it goes because this is something it's a company I've never, had. I don't do beauty companies and that stuff. I tried at the beginning, and I think it was because I was young and, I inexperienced. Well, I'm different now. All the
Hmm.
different things that I've done, all the different direct companies. Um, I really enjoy it. It gives me not only somewhere to put my energy, but it also gives me the time I need with my family. And I can do all of that once I set my schedule and stuff. So, and I'm very organized that way. And you have to be if you want to be a leader.
You have to be. You have to have some sort of system and your schedule and an unwavering list of things that you have to do each day as a business owner,
That's
right?
right.
And as a
And
leader.
and Pam, I know she's not on here, but she's been on a couple of my teams.
Oh,
So
nice.
so she knows how I am, and so I returned the favor to her when I signed up for Exogena. I signed under her. Um because I know she can lead. She saw my example. I've seen her. I know she can do it. She just has to get her mind on it.
Yeah, and we will all get there and we'll all work together. And I know she's not on here right now, but I love her energy. It's really cool the way that she likes the African gray parrots. That's like
Yes.
her pet.
Yes.
My
Yes.
mom has one named Caesar, and he talks, he has a vocabulary the same as like a 3-year-old, and it's
Uh-huh.
amazing. So it's so fun to watch her talk about that, and she integrates it in her posts. Um,
Yeah. Do you know how many she has?
no, how many?
She hasn't told you?
No.
Last count I had was 16.
Oh my goodness. I have to see it though. Growing up as a younger person, I worked at pet stores. I love pets and animals and all the things, and it was my job to take care of all the exotic birds. So I've got to see her bird collection. Now I'm intrigued.
Well, let me tell you, she can show it to you. But when I went over there, because she lives not too far from me, and so we get together a lot. When I went over there for the first time, I was in awe. And the birds, if you go up to the cage, they'll talk to you. They'll say,
Yeah.
"Hi, good looking," or whatever. They're
My mom had to have the plumbers come over. Their water heater went out, and the bird was holding a full conversation with the plumbers, and they were just laughing and laughing.
I know they're
Now,
smart.
so what state are you in, Stacy?
Missouri.
And what state are you in, Jeannie?
Kansas.
Okay. Now, I
You're
want you
not too
guys,
far from me either.
we're
What part of
gonna,
Kansas?
I'm I'm originally from Missouri, but I live in Kansas,
What part of Kansas?
Wichita.
Oh, that's about almost is I think a 2 hour drive. I'm not sure.
Where are you from in Missouri?
In Missouri, I am from Buckner.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, okay. It's on the way east side of Independence.
Okay. Yeah,
now,
Independence is on the other side of Kansas City.
Yes, yes, it is. It
And
takes
like
me.
Kansas City is like 2.5 hours from Wichita.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was 2 hours and something. I couldn't remember, but because I've been to Wichita, I remember it being a journey, like a road trip.
so speaking of road trips, do you both travel? And
Um,
anyone rewatching this, do you like to travel? Are we all going to get together and do these in-person events that Gina
I
and
love to
Jason are
travel.
talking about? You love to travel?
I love to travel, but I mean, if it's feasible for me, because as you know, I have health issues, so I
Right.
have to be
So
very careful.
so basically what you're saying, Stacy, is we have to come to you. So we gotta bring the party to Stacy. I'll put that on the list of things we need to all go towards. And Stacy, are you gonna send an email in for the Founders
Yeah,
Club challenge? Okay,
yeah, but I need you to
I'll
put that
I'll
in the
tag you.
chat
I'll
or
tag you in the chat or in the post in
okay,
the team page and let you know what to do and how to do it. But
okay.
here's the situation, you guys. Imagine yourselves the leaders in those states, and then imagine if the corporate team comes to see your area and hold an event in your honor to help build your teams in person.
That would be pretty.
I
That
would
would be
probably
cool.
That'd be awesome, but I'd probably cry because I don't know what I'd do. I'd cry if I met Gina in person.
You're just be like, oh my gosh, Gina, you're changing my life. It'll be a moment of such happy tears, and I know it.
Jeannie, you're just a softie.
I know.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for being on tonight. For anyone
You're
rewatching,
welcome.
make sure you reach out to your sponsor, reach out to me if you'd like to. I am always just a message away. We're gonna lock arms. If you don't like any of the ideas that I give, and you're like, that's not going to work for me at all. I want to do something different, but I don't know what. You could always reach out and we will do more brainstorming. These power hour sessions are going to be a normal team
Yes.
culture so that ideas can come together, because when you're able to brainstorm and get your creativity going, that's when you're able to grow your business the fastest, and you know you're not doing it alone. You guys, thank you so much for being on here tonight. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.